Hey, I'm Catherine Wright with the Wright team. I I'm going to be talking about the Lawton and surrounding area housing market, and so I wanted to start out with Lawton. And so what I find very interesting is looking at the houses that are actually 3 bedrooms or more that can go FHA or VA with FHA or VA loans, because those are usually going to be the homes that families will buy. It's going to be less likely to have the investment houses in there and the fixer uppers and all of that, all the investment stuff, all the land, all of that. That's going to be outside of this list. This is just talking about if you're looking for a home, you want 3 bedrooms or more, and you're going to use an FHA or a VA loan. What houses are available and what houses have sold? That's what we're going to be discussing. So, in Lawton itself, within the last 6 months, 56 houses have sold or gone under contract that are $300,000 or more. On the other hand, the houses that are actually available in that market is 98 houses, and so we have a lot of houses available that are $300,000 or more. So if I'm looking at it, I see that, and this is just my point of view, that means that that's more of a buyer's market right now for the houses in Lawton that are 300,000 and more. That's going to be the place that if you're looking for a home, and you want to see if you can get a good deal or have a good selection, you would want to stick with that, if you can, if that's a budget that you can do. Now let's look at below 100,000. So historically, Lawton has always been a place that people can get a really good deal in houses, and that is one of my favorite things about our market. So within the last 6 months, the houses that have gone under contract or are sold, there were 53 houses that were less than $100,000. And right now, there's only 27 available. So to me, that looks like a seller's market, because you have 27 available right now, but 53 have been going under contract, or sold. So those, and that is a really high demand area. So if you are trying to buy a house 100,000 or below in Lawton, Oklahoma, that's going to be a little bit more of a fight to get into. You're going to have to put a good offer in and make sure that you really work hard to get that house if that's the market that you want to go for. Now let's look for 150,000. And I'm going to go for 101 to 150. That way we're not talking about the same houses that we talked about before. Or what I could do is 100 and then just $1. Just $1 higher. And so that should just kick out any of those extra ones that that we were looking at before, and really get us different houses. Okay. 100 to 150, that's going to be, there were 135 that sold and 39 that are available right now. That's even hotter market than below 100,000. So that's going to be super hard. Just if you're doing those, if you're trying to put an offer in and the house is between 100 and 150, just keep in mind that you're probably going to be competing with other offers. So it's just a little hint of what you might want to do if you are working inside of that and you're like, yeah, I want to buy a house, but I have to keep it within this price range. Keep that in mind. Okay, now we're going 150 to $200,000. So that's another, it's just $50,000. What's inside of that? 150 to $200,000. That has 138 have sold within the last 6 months, and 50 are now on the market. So once again, that's a pretty tight one. So now let's go up. I'm trying to find what happens the closer we get to that 300,000. So now we're going to go from 200 to 250. And let's just see what happens there. And this is just something that you can do if you're trying to figure out, what's going on with the market and why is it so hard to buy inside of these price range. It's about the laws of supply and demand. So 200,000 to 250,000. You're looking at 78 have gone under contract and 42 or sold and 42 are available. So you're getting closer to what we saw when we were at the 300,000 mark. And so let's go to right to 300,000 from 250 up. Okay, so, and this is something I was talking about some of my buddies about, because the higher you go up, the more the market is changing. So you got 41 that sold within the last 6 months, and 29 are available. So this is sort of the middle of it. This is where you start getting some good deals. You'll start seeing price drops. You start seeing a little bit more negotiation available. And so the closer you get to 300 and above, or the around 250 is where the market seems to really change. So if we want to go ahead and just hewn in that number a little bit more, let's see what happens between 270 and 225. Because I think we're looking somewhere in that range is going to be where the market changes. And that's where you have 54 have sold within the last 6 months and 36 are available. So you're getting really close to a 6 months inventory. Not quite there yet, but you're getting awfully close to it. So that is very interesting to me. It's a very interesting move. It's basically that our prices are pushing up, but they're not pushing way, way up. We are still having a lot of really good deals available. We still have a lot of people who want to save money. I think as the and this is just my prediction, my guess, I'm guessing as these interest rates are dropping and that 300,000 and above becomes more affordable, then those are going to go faster, and it's going to be a lot. This going to sort of push itself up the rest of the way. But right now we have a little bit of a lull there. So it's very interesting to look at. So right now, the purchasing power in that area is still pretty good. I'm going to be interested to see what happens in a few months, to see if around January, February timeframe, what's the market going to look like then, or maybe even after the election, what's going to happen then? Because right now, I'm seeing some of my lenders have said that they can offer 5.99%, and a while back we were at 7.25, 7.5. Now I'm not a lender, but that's a big difference. So it seems to me that the interest rates are going down, and that to me means that if your interest rate goes down, then your monthly payment is going to afford you a little bit higher priced houses. And so that's why I think this is about to change. We're about to see a shift, but I'm not God, so I don't know. I'm just observing from here in Lawton, Oklahoma, and we'll see what that looks like. Since we're looking and seeing what is going on, why don't we look at Elgin and cash? Well, we'll look at Elgin real quick. So we're just going to do Elgin below 100,000. We'll do Elgin and then we'll do cash. That way we can sort of look at it all together. Okay, so nothing has sold in Elgin that is FHA eligible, and is 3 bedrooms or higher within the last 6 months. And nothing has sold in cash that is at that price either. So let's go to 150. Seven have sold in cash at 100 to 150. One is available in cash. It's very interesting. Remember, what we were looking at before was Lawton, and it had, I believe, 28 available. So it's very interesting to me that Lawton still has the most available. They had 2 in Elgin from 100 to 150. Well, at least in these price ranges, that sold within the last 6 months. Nothing is available in Elgin from 1 to 150. And this is, remember, 3 bedrooms and above, VA FHA eligible. So let's keep it at Elgin. And let's see what we have when we go to 200. From 150 to 200. And I don't know if the rest of y'all like to look at the market like I do. So hopefully you'll find this interesting. But I mean, I know I certainly do. Nothing has sold from 150 to 200 in Elgin within the last 6 months. And you have 1 house available. When you do the same search for cash, 3 have sold within the last 6 months and 2 are available. Wow. So now let's go up from 200 to 250. And now we're still in cash. We have 7 have sold within the last 6 months in cash for 200 to 250, and 4 are on the market. Same search for Elgin. This is 200 to 250. 21 have sold and 6 are on the market. All of these look very much like sellers markets to me. Go from 250 to 300. Let's see what happens. In Elgin, 12 have sold and 3 are on the market from 250 to 300. Let's go for cash. $11 have sold and 2 on the market. And then we'll do just 300 and above. They just do not have a lot available right now. So this is in cash, 300 and above. 1 has sold and 4 have are on the market right now. And then Elgin, this is very interesting to me because you're seeing the same trend with the higher price houses having staying a little bit longer. 14 sold within the last 6 months, and 7 are available. So we have 3 months of inventory in Elgin for 300,000 and above. Isn't that interesting? So a little bit of market study. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've found it very interesting. And we'll check in again in a little while. Let's give some time, see how the market changes. Thanks.